Hello, chocolate lovers. We're here at Potomac Chocolate in Woodbridge, Virginia. So here we are with Ben Rasmussen, the founder of Potomac Chocolate. And I just want to begin by asking you, why? Why Potomac Chocolate?
Years ago, or a couple years ago, my brother comes home. He had been to a chocolate appreciation course at Tony Caputo's in Salt Lake City, and he came back and said, "You gotta try this fine dark chocolate." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try it, but don't expect anything from me. I love my Three Musketeers bars. I've got a terrible palate. Don't expect anything." How wrong I was. And so I kind of just fell in love with it, started doing tastings for friends, and then one of them said, "Hey, we should try making this."
We are looking forward to tasting some of your chocolate,
Absolutely.
but we also want to hear about this whole process.
All right.
How do you do this? Show us.
You got a few days? These are some beans, and I actually just got these the other day. I haven't sorted them or anything, so you can see. So like you got little bits of string in there. You've got like the little bit of the dried pulp. Here's some more of that. And so even before I roast, I will actually go through and sort these. So these are the Costa Rica, and so you can, if you give them a good whiff, you can kind of, they have kind of maybe like a little like vinegary, cocoa-y thing going on. One of the biggest flavor, the steps that impacts the flavor that me as a small maker has is the roasting step. So this is my roasting drum, and so I take the drum and I'm putting some beans in here, and these are actually some beans from Nicaragua that are a sample that I got from actually a coffee roaster up in DC. So we're gonna roast these up today. Now, I've never really worked with these before, and so what I'm going to do is just kind of a nice medium roast.
And you added all of this to the outside.
Yeah, and then there's on the bottom, a lot of us makers have got to kind of do this MacGyver stuff, and and we got this this oven off of Craigslist for 75 bucks, and best 75 bucks we ever spent. There we go. I've got this drill hooked up to this pulley system over here. It's a low-speed, high-torque drill. And there you go. Wow. This is one of the places where different makers can really differentiate themselves. What's your final bean temperature? How did you get there? Some of my beans, they want to just get right up to their final bean temperature, right near there, and then just hold there for a long time, and so I have to roast them differently. Each roast isn't done until I've tried the bean and said, yeah, this is where I want it.
And that's how you get the distinct features of each of your bars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is my bean cracker. It's called the Krankenstein. It was originally designed as for home beer brewers. They like smash hops with it or something. The way it works is the beans fall down through this tunnel, through this tube here, and they fall into the separation chamber. There's a shop vac back here, and so all the husk gets sucked off over there, all the nibs fall down. Alright, so then as you can see, we've got just some nibs. After we have just the nibs, they go through this peanut butter grinder, just kind of as a pre-grinding step, and what comes out is just a really thick paste. And from there, they load it in the melangers, and the melanger is basically just a really simple machine. It is a stone-based bowl with 2 stone wheels, and it spins. And as it spins, it's grinding, and it warms up, and it's releasing all that cocoa butter and smoothing out the texture of the beans. I will generally run it in just the beans in here until they're purely liquid.
That's glorious.
Yeah. So this has been running for about 2 days. A day and a half ago or so, I added the sugar, and it, so now it's basically finished. So we're pulling out the stones. So now we're going into the tempering machine. So there you go. we go. Hands-on chocolate tourist action.
Yes.
What I've got here is a scale, obviously, and so I'll ladle in the molds to weight, and then this is a vibrating machine, and that'll vibrate out all the bubbles and things. For this process, what we're trying to do is, obviously, you can see those bubbles are working themselves out, and the chocolate's getting down to any grooves in the mold, but you're also getting flattening, making the bar flat.
I know you love chocolate.
I do.
It's very obvious.
One of my favorite things.
And for good reason. And so I wanted to surprise you with some more chocolate.
Awesome, thank you.